Welcome back. Guess what we're doing this week? Having to sit down with me, but not as Jerron, as JLEEB. You ready? Let's take this ride.
Some people review places, others review products. Some people even review other people, but us, we review it all. Welcome to the Review It Alls, where each week we review a person, a place, and a product that fits into our weekly theme. Come take a look as we review it all.
Hey, I know most of y'all know me as Jerron HOWIE. A lot of y'all know me as JLEEB. So today, I'm going to be answering 10 questions that I got from you, the fans, the viewers, the followers. And I'm gonna answer them right here on the camera. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be frank, and it's gonna be fun. So, I'm ready. Hope y'all are too. So, first question, my favorite color. Most people know that my favorite color, base color, is blue. I also like hues of purple, which is a hue of blue actually, but purple has its own color in the rainbow. Yeah, okay, so purple has its own color in the rainbow, so hues of purple, hues of blue, some greens, you know, I kind of like all of the colors. I'm starting to get back into the color red. I used to like it a lot as a kid. Then I became a teenager, young adult, started liking blue a whole lot. A whole lot. But yeah, blue is my favorite color. Favorite food. You know, I don't really have a favorite food, so to speak. I like to eat. So, I like food. I don't really have a favorite food. But if I had to just pick one food that I could eat for the rest of my life, it would be any type of vegetables, minus Brussels sprouts, and homemade ranch dressing. I could probably eat that every day on cue, for real. Like, I was a kid at school that would load up the whole, during the salad bar day, I put the, you know, the lettuce, the cheese, the turkey, the ham, everything, and then make it boom, boom, bap. And then I go over to the dressing station, and I'm pumping. My bowl would be nothing. All you would see on top was white. I didn't care. People would look at me crazy, including teachers, and I'm like, and I'm about to smash and watch, and did. So, yeah, that would be one thing, would be any type of vegetables with homemade ranch. I could eat that the rest of my life. I don't want to, but I could. My favorite type of music. This might shock some people, but my all-time favorite types of music are jazz and classical. I like jazz because of the mellow undertones, the ambiance and the atmosphere, and where it takes me and where it puts me, the type of place that it puts me in. And in classical, I like the whimsical feel of it because, you know, the arrangement of the notes, it's so classically composed. It's great. Like it'll bring you up, take you back down. Wow, you know, it's kind of hard to explain what those two genres do to me, but you throw on some good jazz, especially some smooth jazz, or you throw on some smooth classical, or just something that's like, I don't really care what type of classical it is. If you put on some classical music with some jazz, it's on. That's it. That's, wow. Yeah. I never thought that I'd never be able to explain what those two types of genres of music do to me, because people always ask, well, you know, what's your favorite type of music? Or, I mean, way back in the past, but people would ask, you know, what my favorite type of music and everything is. And I'm like, jazz. I never really would tell him about the classical because, I don't know, I guess I was worried about the cool kids shaming me. Anyway, so, yeah, those are my favorite types of music. My favorite thing to do. Nothing. Not a thing. And it's honestly because I do a lot. It may not seem like it because you don't really see behind the scenes, but I do a lot of stuff. A lot of people that know me personally know that I'm a very busy person. Very busy. But that's my choice. I would rather be busy and doing something that's going to help me prosper and progress and leave a legacy behind for my two beautiful daughters, who, by the way, turned 17 and 14 this month. Taryn, I love you. Happy birthday again. Her birthday was May the 2nd. Emily, I love you. Happy birthday. Her birthday is May 24th. She will be 14. Taryn just turned 17. My babies are still my babies, but they're not babies anymore. So girls and guys alike, watch out, because her daddy is crazy. Both they stepdaddies is crazy too. Yeah. But back to the question, my favorite thing to do is nothing. Nothing at all. I like to have a day where I don't have to write, I don't have to record, I don't have to produce, I don't have to manage, I don't have to do anything at all, but just be me and chill. And that chill could be me building coasters on my Planet Coaster game that I play all the time. It could be me chilling and watching horror movies all day. Like for the last 4 or 5 days, that's all I've been watching is nothing but horror movies. And I know it's May, but hey, stay at home orders, right? But yeah, nothing at all. The thing that I love about life, the thing that I love about life is that you have a chance. And within that one chance, there are so many chances. And there are different quizzes and tests throughout life to help you with those choices that you have to make in those chances that you get. A lot of people say, you only get one shot, you only get it. No, you have one life to live, but you have many opportunities in life. And it's whether, it doesn't matter if those opportunities were created for you or by you. There are many opportunities in life. So there are plenty of chances for us to gamble with and take. It just depends on what are the right ones to gamble and take. You can't succeed without failing, so sometimes you're not going to always pick the right thing or choose the right path. But in those chances that we're given, you learn from it. So failure is part of success. You might choose something that brings failure, but you learn from it. If you learn from that mistake, then the next opportunity you get to take that chance again, you have a better chance. You have a better chance of succeeding the next time around. Do I have any enemies? No, because in order for you to have enemies, you have to actually care about this person's opinion about you in order to allow it to occupy mental space. So no, I don't have any enemies because I'm not gonna let anybody live in my head rent free. And the rent in my head, you can't afford it. So no, I don't have any enemies. There are people that I just don't associate with, but that's for the betterment of both themselves and mine. So it's no, I don't fool with them because they're this or they're that. I don't compete with anybody. I'm not in competition with anybody, not even when it comes to me doing music and everything. I feel like there's enough space for us all to occupy and do what we love to do. It's just dependent upon, you know, the depths of the pockets of the artists that are out there or the labels that are actually doing it. Like myself, independently, I do all my own production and well, not production, but promotion and whatnot when it comes to my music and marketing and everything. So I have to do that, and I just market it to whom I feel will actually respond, and I do well, so I'm not worried. But in the long run, and out here in the major industry, it's like you basically, you gotta have some deep pockets. You gotta know some heavy hitters. You gotta have some deep pockets, because like I do remember when I first moved to Michigan, I was looking into getting some stuff spun on the radio. Thank God I didn't, because the music and lyrically it was all there, but that engineering, that production, it just wasn't there yet. So I was like, no, I'm glad that I didn't go with it, but it was like double-digit stacks for some spins on the radio, like no bull. So yeah, like when you hearing your favorite artist being played over and over, and I just heard this song, oh well, guess what, they paid for it to be played, you gonna have to hear it. So yeah, yeah, I don't compete with anyone. I don't, yeah, no, I'm more focused on doing me. So I don't have time to worry about what the next person's doing, and you know, I genuinely care about the next person, don't get me wrong, but I don't have time to worry about, okay, well, they're doing this, I need to do this to be better than them, or they're doing this and they know I already do this, so shit, why? Okay, so I hope that clears a lot up for a lot of people. No, I do not have enemies, and no, I don't compete with anybody. Everything that I do it for my own well-being and for my own interest, and just because I want to do it. You ever know I have any enemies? Sorry, I got sidetracked. Do I hate anything or anyone? No. Like I said, I don't, like it goes back to the last question, like I don't, we're as humans from the Creator, we're not supposed to hate one another, no matter what. Old Testament to New Testament, we're not supposed to hate. So I don't hate anyone. I dislike a few people, so I don't really associate with those people too much. So it's not a big deal, and it's not a, like I said, it's not a thing. I don't know. I think I've just grown a lot more over the last 5 years, and I've just learned that, hey, you know what? Be you. Keep being you. At least you can always say that you never switched up. So no, I don't hate anyone or anything. Well, if you say anything, tangible item, I hate things that I'm allergic to. Coconut, blue cheese, bees, aka hornets, wasps, and things that sting. Actually, I just hate. Because I don't hate anything, but if I had to hate something, it would be hate. Because I feel like if we didn't have that particular emotion or that particular action or that particular reaction or that particular cause and effect from that word, I don't think we would be in the state that we're in right now. I don't think that the earth would have shot something out of us that's got us sitting our butts at home and saying, hey, we gotta take back over for it and we need to heal. But it happens every 100 years. And 100 years from now it's gonna happen again. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have time to hate anything but hate. Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to give you a shout out in your back in your DM for this one. I ain't gonna tell you, y'all didn't sign no releases, so I'm not putting your names on there for the people that ask these questions. Next time, you know what I'm saying, we'll do a release and I'll speak your name on here. But would I rather have money and fame or power and respect? Please bear with me too. I've been having some breathing trouble, so if you see me, I'm cool. I'm just trying to get my asthma back in control. I would rather have power and respect. That's a good question. And when I say power, I don't mean power for ill-fated things. I mean power to actually change things for the better. You know, if I had the power to, with the strike of the pen, change the BS that's going on right now, trust and believe I would do it. If I had the power to make it to where if you did commit a crime out of hate, that's it. Like, no, not taking your life, but you don't deserve to live a life with the rest of people. So no, there will be no possibility of parole. No, it won't be anything like that. It will be because of that. Like, I would create a stronghold for nothing but hate crime individuals. And that's where you'll stay the rest of your life, you know. So if I had the power to do something like that, I would. And respect, I don't want anybody to respect me because they would think, you know, hey, he's tough and rough, or he's a bully, or he reads a bitch down, or anything. I don't want to be respected for that. I'd rather be respected for the things that I do that make a positive impact on people. You know, like I said a little bit earlier, we grow as a person. So you have to accept that growth in order to continue to grow, you know? So, like, man, you trust and believe, you gotta grow, you know? And with that growth, you start to learn ways of getting respect without having to actually demand it or tout about not getting it, you know? So, yeah, I would rather have power and respect over money and fame. Money and fame will bring us the problems and headaches. Yeah, it gets you material stuff, but how long is it really gonna last you? How many changes do you actually, you're not gonna, like, in real life, realistically, those that aren't like major rappers in the industry, you're not really gonna wear like a 65 gold chain around your neck. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Anyway, next question. Power and respect. Next question. How much do I know about life? I've learned a lot in the 4 decades of me being on this planet. I learned a lot at a very young age about a lot of things. You know, I don't really want to get into their details, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to know more, you can listen to some of my music. Yeah. Hopefully I'll put the description, they're gonna put the link in the description below to check out my music. But in life, I've learned a lot of different things, and I'm grateful for that. But there's so much more I've yet to learn, and so much more that I want to learn. You know, I feel like every decade on this planet, you learn more. And with the things that you learned in the first decade, you apply those to the second decade, and so on and so forth, you know. And, you know, in those decades, I set goals for myself, and I've accomplished a lot of those goals. And I have more goals that I'm going to accomplish, and I'm willing to accomplish them as well. And it's gonna be a fun roller coaster, you know. And I'm actually thankful for the stay-at-home orders, to be honest, because it's given me time, you know. And the best advice that I can offer anybody when it comes to the time that we have on our hands, take the time to get your creative juices flowing. Whatever it is that you've always put off because you didn't have the time to do it now. Do it now. Until everything is A-okay, do it now. There's money to be made that's out here. There's different things that you can do at home to go along with your goal and your ambitions and your dreams. You can do it. You can do it. Like, don't let the hater inside of you stop you. You know what I mean? Like, don't let the hater inside of you stop you. Like allow yourself to be vulnerable to failure, because you know success is coming. So be creative. Get those juices flowing, and take something that you've always known that you've been good at, and make it a hustle. Make it a grind. Make it a reality. We have time, so just do it, you know. But yeah, we do have time, and in that time, I've learned a lot about life. So in these 4 decades of being on this earth, I've learned a lot about life, and I hope the next 5, 6, 7 decades, I'll learn a lot more. Okay. Last one. Oh, okay. Am I a cat person or a dog person? Both. I like animals. You know, as a kid, I didn't have a lot of pets, but I did have a few. I just was so elated to have a pet, but I didn't know the proper care techniques. But as an adult now, and learning proper care techniques for both humans and adults, I've grown to love animals a whole lot more than I already did. Hopefully, I've had pets. You know, I've adopted and been swindled out of some money for adopting, you know, bulldogs and stuff online and whatnot. You know, I've shared some pictures many years ago of the 3 bulldogs that I adopted online and got swindled for. So yeah, it was heartbreaking. But so we shall have our fur babies. We gonna have some fur babies. We have human babies that aren't babies anymore. But we'll have some fur babies too. So yeah, I'm not a cat person or a dog person. I like them both. You know, cool. Okay, so I've been honored to share a few things with you guys this evening. Make sure you check out some of my music. I have a new single dropping. Actually, it's already out. It's called Passion. Addiction actually is the new single that we are going to release sometime, I think in June. So you'll see some promotion coming out about that. Still got a few things that we got to tweak on that. And a few more videos and stuff coming out like that. And make sure you stay tuned for the quick snippet after this that talks about Don't Scream and the concept behind it. So I appreciate y'all giving me some of y'all time this evening. Thanks, and y'all have a good one. It's actually silly. Like, okay, I did the video Petty Murphy. We did it last September. We shot it, we filmed it. Big ups to everybody that took part of that production. We had fun. We filmed the video, and the concept for the video was basically Petty Murphy had escaped from being locked away, and some petty people brought him out. So he came back out. He escaped and went back to his original home. And he had a plan to get back at the petty ones that brought the petty out of him. So he makes it back to his home, and he actually, the original concept was that we had originally had kidnapped someone, and he was getting ready to kind of like do this conjuring on her, and he was going to transfer all of the thoughts that were in his head into hers, and it was kind of like making her freak out and stuff like that, and she was having like this really weird dream sequence or whatnot, and she wakes up, you know, and she's still like in the home of which Petty Murphy resided in before he was locked away. I mean, after he was locked away, that's where she was residing in. So that concept, it kind of it worked. But the shots that we took and everything, it was like, okay, this works, but it's not exactly portraying the song. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like it didn't have a lot of scenes with myself in it, and the story just wasn't flowing. So it was like, okay, I need to redo this even though it's an old song. So fast forward to February of this year, the song had just popped up in my playlist one day, and I was like, I really want to redo this song. Now mind you, this is the time in which I'm watching some of the fellow YouTubers do videos about lighting and film concepts and things of that nature. Big up to a lot of y'all out there. I mean, I don't even want to throw your names out there because I don't know if y'all know I'm trying to flag this video or not. That would be tough. But but no, big ups to all y'all for that. So I'm taking this all in, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know how to do a lot of this stuff. I already learned this. Why am I not applying it, or how am I not applying it properly? And I ran across a common sense secret in which I already knew and just didn't do it. Make sure you don't, just do it. I just didn't do it, and then I started to do it, and I was like, you know what? Here's what I want to do when it comes to Don't Scream. I wanted it to be an actual trip inside of my mind. Obviously with the stay-at-home order, I didn't have the capacity to film on location where I wanted to, but I wanted to get this video out because I felt like it was too long, and it was supposed to come out right after Petty Murphy to be the continuous, because if you've seen the Petty Murphy video, at the end of the Petty Murphy video it says Petty Murphy is back, don't scream. So Don't Scream was going to be the next part, and so like I said, it wasn't cohesive enough. So now, you know what I'm saying, you can go back and look at the Petty Murphy video. It's on my actual personal YouTube channel, HOWIE. I'll put the link of that in the description below as well. But anyway, the story didn't flow, so I was like, I want to do a walk inside of my mind. So in my head, at that time, everything that was going on with Petty Murphy and whatnot, it was like he saw a lot of rage and anger, but it was like a lot of jovialness and just silliness as well. But it was like, why? You know, in the next video, addiction, it will tell more. Passion is gonna explain more. Like, all of these videos are kind of connected in a way. So it'll tell a story throughout, and then you'll get it at the end on the very last video, which I'm not gonna tell you yet why. But you'll get and understand the whole concept behind Petty Murphy, and you'll see that, you know, he was kind of put away, but not back in the asylum. So, but no, it was a trip inside of my mind. So it was a lot of jovial feelings. It was like my conscience, that little MF that sits on their shoulder and be like, yo, that's what it was. Like the scenes that had the parts that had the red scenes that had like a lot of a red undertone in it and whatnot. That was him talking in my head. That was the person speaking in my head. So at that time, what was going on with Petty Murphy, there was a lot of things going on inside of his head, and everything had culminated that particular month. And so that's why that September of last year, it was like, oh, yo, ooh. But within that time frame, I've grown and realized that it didn't even take that. And it's not gonna have to take that. I don't have to do anything. The best response is none. So, I wanted people to see what was going on inside of my head. So it was just like a little mental trip. It wasn't anything major. Like, I was like, okay, I want to show like the flashing lights is like, oh, okay, like things are going off inside of my head. Like, oh shit, it's gonna be like, I'm thinking party atmosphere, and then the next thing you know, boom, it goes back to red, and it's like, wait a minute, here we go. And then you have scenes that have like a purplish tint to them, and it was like, okay, me trying to, like, I guess you could say it was the blend between red and blue. Red and blue make purple. So it was between the jovial side of myself, the angry side of myself, and it was just a blended part too that came in with it. And then the smokiness of the dancing shots and the blinking lights in the background. It was just kind of like, okay, you know, at that time my mind was a freaking wow. It was like I was focused on, and I knew what was going on in life, and I knew things were happening for a reason, but it was just like shit kept snowballing. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to snap. And it just so happened that it was happening at the time of my music creation and whatnot. And like I said, I wanted to shoot the video, and I had a different concept, but it was like it wasn't genuine to the song. It wasn't genuine to the actual concept in my head. And this whole song is like, don't scream, you know. Sometimes we bring things on ourselves. And sometimes other people bring things on us. And it can be through deception, through false pretense, whatever you want to call it. But that's why the verses are like, you know, talk to me now. I heard you had a lot of love, and just show me how you intend to give it all to me, and so on and so forth. And then the bridges, do you have a soul? Do you know your heart? Do you try to comfort others? Your words are simple, crystal clear, not an option, one or the other. That's something very personal, and unless you really, really know me, and you really don't get it. And I kind of like that sometimes. That you don't get it, to where it keeps you so curious to where you actually want to get it. You go back and listen to it again and again, and then when I drop the next song, it's like, okay, well maybe I'll see if I can get it this time. You know, so it's a curiosity, but never kill the cat type thing. So like the video was a trip inside the mind. The song itself was a reflection of both inner turmoil and then outer turmoil as well. So, you know, like a lot of people seem to think that when I make music and stuff like that, and they hear certain verses or they hear like a diss or something, like, ooh, they talking about such and such. It's like, you don't even really know. You're speculating. I have like little diss wars, respectful diss wars back and forth with other artists that are out here doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow them, then you don't understand and you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see that sooner or later, but like, yeah, like, stop speculating. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, Don't Scream was just a fun little concept where, you know, I just wanted to film some stuff, and both sides of my scale, we wanted to just put out exactly what was going on mentally at that time. So it was just a little trip, you know what I'm saying? Got a good response. Hope y'all go check it out. It's on this channel, JCBBNGENT.TV. It's a lot, I know. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun video to shoot because I just came in here one day after work and it was like, bing, epiphany. This is what you need to do as far as the shot angles and everything else. And this is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. So it was like one day, came in and filmed that video. And then the next day I came in, where is my inhaler? Oh, right here in my pocket. Hang on one second, y'all. I just need to hit this twice. Okay, I'm good. You know, just making sure I can breathe. Anyway, where was I? Oh hell, I kind of lost train of thought with that one. But no, I'll go check the video out. We'll drop some links in the description below. Thanks for watching the show again, and thanks for hanging in there with me through this or whatever. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell button and make sure you hit all when you do. Don't hit personalized, hit all, so that way you are always locked in and tuned in to all of the upcoming episodes and other projects that we have right here on this channel. Also, give us a text and a shout out if you would like, and if you do, we'll mention you or we'll share your name in one of our upcoming episodes. And that number is 567-868-6408. Alright, so we'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Stay clean, stay safe, stay favored. Good night.
Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos. Make sure you hit the notification button so you can stay locked in on all of our new materials. If you'd like to showcase your business, talent, or platform, email us at reviewitall2020@gmail.com. The link is in the description below, and you could possibly see yourself on one of our future episodes. We're only getting better with time, and we hope you will all come along for the journey. I'm Jerron Howie, one half of the Review It Alls, and we will see you next week.